Sorry if my mic sounds absolutely trash. My mic recently broke, so I've been just using this shitty mic. So I'm just letting you guys know it's gonna be sounding like this until I buy myself a new mic. So yeah, just letting you know. Sorry about the quality. Alright guys, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, because it really does help me out and I really do appreciate it, man. So I came across this article that was written on boxingscene.com. It says WBC presidents backs Fury. Loaded gloves allegations are ridiculous, sad, and irresponsible. So that is Marsilio Sulaiman. I'm going to be quoting now what Marsilio Sulaiman actually said. It's ridiculous. It's difficult to understand. I was present in both fights. I was in the dressing room in both fights. Both Wilder and Fury dressing room. One was in California. The other one was in Nevada. In both cases, there were at least 3 inspectors in each dressing room. I was there before and after the fight. I saw the hand wraps. I saw them with the gloves. I was in the ring when they came into the ring, and I was sitting right there during the fight. And no moment in either fight I saw anything that would look suspicious whatsoever after the fight. They take the gloves. They are handed to the commission. It's very sad because to try and take away something from a huge victory, one of the greatest nights of the sport in the century, to try and put a blemish on that event is so irresponsible and so stupid. It should not be given any consideration. So that, my friends, is what WBC President Marsilio Sulaiman had to say. As you can see, he says that he was present in both of the fights. He saw both Fury and Deontay Wilder getting their hands wrapped while they were in the dressing room, alongside 3 other inspectors. So, you have to realize when these guys are getting their hands wrapped, there are people watching everything, including the trainers. The coach of the other fighters. So that means Deontay Wilder's teammates were there. Jay Diaz was there. He was staring. He was looking when they were wrapping his hands. They do that to make sure that there's nothing dodgy or sneaky going on. So imagine that. Imagine you got 4 people in the dressing room looking at you getting your hands wrapped. How the fuck are you going to do anything dodgy when you got all those people watching? You got the president himself of the WBC letting you guys know that he was there watching everything. He says that they hand over the gloves to the commission after the fight is over. That means Tyson Fury handed over his supposed padded gloves to the commission, and you know what? They didn't come out and report that these gloves had no padding, did they? Or they did not. So it just goes to show you, I'm just telling you, and Marsilio Sulaiman is just telling you something that you already knew. All of us already knew. Any reasonable person, at least, any person with common sense, at least, already knew that Tyson Fury did not, use padded gloves against Deontay Wilder. The only people who are saying this are the people who are butthurt and pissed off that Deontay Wilder lost, and those are big Deontay Wilder fans. Okay? Who are you going to believe? The commission, the WBC president, people who were actually there and witnessed the hand wrappings? Or are you going to believe YouTubers online who are who happen to be big Deontay Wilder fans? Of course they're going to talk bad about Tyson Fury. Of course. And these people are the Ldbc. I knew the minute Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder that the Ldbc were going to come out and make excuses. Why? Because A, that's Deontay Wilder. That was their king. That was their man. That was their everything. And B, Tyson Fury is a white guy. And if you know anything about the Ldbc, you know that they don't give white fighters credit. They don't. It's all about the black fighters are the best. Black fighters this. They rarely give a fighter who happens to be white credit. If you looked at them for years and years, you will know that I'm telling the absolute truth. They criticize European fighters. They criticize white fighters more than any other fighters. So I knew 100%. Oh, there's no way they're gonna let this white guy Tyson Fury just beat Deontay Wilder, their supposed king, without saying anything. And of course, within a week, they came out and started accusing Tyson Fury of being a cheater, calling him a cokehead, and then of course calling him a. Then they started the whole Glovegate situation. The point is, they're not gonna give Tyson Fury credit because A, they're huge Deontay Wilder nut huggers, and B, Tyson Fury is a white guy. No way a white guy could be a black guy in their eyes. There's just absolutely no way. At least clean. There's no way a white guy could beat a black guy clean in the Ldbc eyes. At least they're not gonna allow that to happen. They're gonna come out and make excuses and tell you exactly why this guy actually won. Tyson Fury could knock out Deontay Wilder in 1 round. The fight could last 2 minutes, and they'll make 25 videos and actually 100 videos in the span of 4 months telling you exactly how this was a flawed victory, how Fury actually cheated. You know, that's just the way it is. Hasim Richardson was in the corner of Shane Mosley when Shane Mosley fought Antonio Margarito, and when he was getting his hands wrapped, he went over like they always do, and he was inspecting the hand wraps of Margarito, and he noticed that he had plaster of Paris. There was something weird about his gloves, and he pointed that out, and they caught Margarito, right? But they didn't caught Tyson Fury. And you had all these people there staring at this guy getting his hands wrapped. People actually believe that this guy had no padding on his hands. People actually think this guy had no hand wraps. Like literally, he just had his hand inside a glove, and there was no padding there. So he was just hitting Deontay Wilder with his knuckles. Like that makes no sense. You would think 4 people staring there, watching this guy getting his hands wrapped, you would think they would notice. Hey, this guy has no hand wraps. They're just putting his fist in the fucking glove. You would think they would be touching. Have you ever seen? Did you see when Mayweather fought Marcos Maidana? They fucking touched the gloves. The team members of the opposing fighter, they touch the gloves. They inspect everything. You mean to tell me Jay Diaz wasn't inspecting that glove and he didn't feel that there was no padding? He would have been like, oh, look, there's no padding. You wouldn't think that all these inspectors that are there inspecting, doing their job, touching the gloves, making sure that there's padding in it. You would think that they would have noticed something, right? And like Tyson Fury said, if this was the case, that means everybody in who was involved in that fight had to be against Deontay Wilder. He even said his own team member Jay Diaz, because Jay Diaz was there when they were expecting. That's why Tyson Fury said, hey, Jay Diaz, you know, if that's the case, if I cheated against you, Deontay Wilder, then Jay Diaz must have been a part of it, because Jay Diaz was right there and he saw me getting my hands wrapped, right? And he didn't say nothing, right? If I did in fact cheat against you, right? So he was trying to say that means Jay Diaz, it has to be has to be the one who was against you, Deontay Wilder, because if I was supposedly cheating on you with these gloves and shit, he would have said something because he saw me getting my hands wrapped, right? But anyway, I'm not surprised that WBC is defending Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury did nothing wrong. It's just the Ldbc, they want you to believe that Tyson Fury did something wrong. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'm out, bro.